Hi everyone. I wanted to recommend a book to you. This is a work of nonfiction by the author Steve Shankin. It's called The Port Chicago 50, Disaster, Mutiny, and the Fight for Civil Rights. I happened to meet the author, and then I read the book and I devoured it in one sitting, and I wanted to tell you about it. So it's 1944. It's near the end of World War II. A group of African American men, mostly teenagers, mostly young, a little bit older than you, are asked to do this very hard job for the Navy. They're asked to load heavy explosives onto big ships. They're given no training, they're given no education, no one's told them how to do anything, they just have to do it. One day, on July 17th, 1944, there's a huge explosion, and 200 men die. Joe Small, who's one of the men, he doesn't die. He just finished work, and he and his other men are feeling really scared. The next day, they're asked to return to doing the exact same job. What would you do? So this book is about them. I want to read you one little part right here. So the man I was talking about was Joe Small. Small. "You are the leader of this bunch," Wright said. "If you return to work, the rest of the men will." Small said he would not return to the same work under the same conditions. Wright glared at him. "If you don't return to work, I'm going to have you shot. You bald-headed son of a so-and-so, go ahead and shoot." That's how Small later described it. In fact, he used a word a lot harsher than so-and-so. It couldn't have helped his case. As he was led back to prison, Small cooled off. He wished he hadn't lost his temper. That branded me as a mutineer, he thought. What he didn't regret was his refusal to give in. What they expected me to do was just to go back to duty and forget everything. They assumed that if I went back to duty, everybody would follow me. But I had what I considered a legitimate reason for not going back to work. So, if you were Small thinks it's not right to go back to work. But if he doesn't go back, he could get shot. That's the punishment for being a mutineer. So I really would love for you to read this book. It's a great, fast-paced nonfiction book, great true story. And if you're interested, come and talk to me about it. I think it really connects to the racism in this country today and is an example of the history of racism we have in this country. Thanks.